smell. Trees on fire. The embrace. The watchtower's been in, but the sentinels had time to warn the tribe. Anything to protect the embrace. But the gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal.
You look.
Eclipse smashed through. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. Reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the
For our mother!
Varl and Sona, they're still alive.
May the goddess remember! Back to the tainted earth,
Destroy it!
Finish them!
We did it! Aloy did it. We only helped. I thought we would die.
Forget about traveling light.
Aloy, you saved the tribe. Did what no brave or
I'm glad to see you're all right. You.
since the proving. So much death.
For now, but
I see.
how many survived?
Nearly all the matriarchs and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, never before. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back. Tell me about the attack.
They struck from the east. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds up. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace, to make our stand. But they were too much for us.
So the survivors took shelter.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo. Ordered the Lansra. Well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her.
Tirsa's decision saved lives. Good for her. Are you...
Bruises pale. Bones.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches.
I need to go and...
The matriarchs.
I'm sure. But I didn't...
Then.
You will see.
I hope you killed the faithless outside, Seeker. I hope you killed them all.
Seeker, how you reached us, I'll never know.
My sons. The goddess my boys.
Aloy! Whoa, you've returned.
Teb?
The matriarchs led us here to die. I don't want to die here. Oh, goddess, please.
You
Hello, Resh.
leave me.
Good thing I found Sona, huh? Can't have a tribe without a...
I was wounded in combat. I mean,
Of course not. Why would...
why couldn't you?
Many tried to kill me, Resh.
Too many witnesses.
Ah,
There. There.
I knew you would survive. Goddess, protect you, Seeker. You should protect what's left of us. You have come just in time, Seeker.
There.
You should speak to the matriarch.
in a moment.
Of course.
Tell me about the...
They struck, said that we fine, but they... Yes.
The battle was lost.
Aloy,
Until you came.
you've come back.
It's
Seeker
Aloy!
has returned.
I brought Mother's spear with
Come.
us.
I'm
Speak
glad to
to
see you
us.
have it.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
So many have already perished.
Hello, Seeker.
Goddess, remember them. Seeker, how you reached us. I'll never know.
You taught me a lesson. The fighting. It stopped.
How did we come to this? How will we survive?
Goddess protect you, Seeker. May she protect what's left of us. Oh, Mother, look upon me with favor.
So much blood spilled in the sacred land.
I don't feel so good. I knew you would survive. It's the Seeker. I'm glad to see you.
Your injury.
A gash or two.
Guess
Have you...
you wouldn't believe the things I've seen.
I knew you'd come back for us. You should speak to the High Matriarchs. They're waiting.
So, you have finally...
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of all. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
I fought my way past an army while you cowered in this cave. You really think you can stop me?
Aloy, that is not necessary.
What would you know? About what's necessary. About what it took for me to be standing here, now, on this threshold. This was my birthright. You don't get to take it from me a second time.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. So these are artificial wounds.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
So this was it?
Where you were born.
But why?
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, 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 in time.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours. Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
White is the color of clouds.
Yellow is the color of the sun.
So
Green is the color of grass.
Flowers can be any color. Take a look.
These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then.
Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go!
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave, and you will learn.
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
But what went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
For identiscan.
It wouldn't open
Genetic
for them.
identity confirmed. Entry
Of course they needed
authorized.
it.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
But why not?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it.
Hello,
It's not why I
child.
came here.
My name is Samina.
What's the
Today is
whole
a
of human
big
knowledge
day.
next to
Your
the origin
first day
of
of school.
Continue
There's so
your search.
much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Hollow offline. Priority access for Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Identiscan malfunction. Present credentials.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage. To just state a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. But if... Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Identity malfunction rectified. The route ahead. Route 1 access unsealed.
Be interesting.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That, I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! That she may forge the path for others to follow.
It's her.
Aloy. How kind. There can be no doubt now. You...
It's...
I know the path ahead will be dangerous.
The Nora have suffered terrible...
That will be for the goddess for the moment. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain...
that... Tirsa... I want to know Rost's story. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence.
Oh.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Of course I want to hear it.
Rost never committed any crime.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, at Mother's Vigil they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter?
Alana. She...
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage. That was never discovered. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. And then, as suddenly as they came...
What happened?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sake they thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that...
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but he...
Then what did he...
He called upon the most He begged to be made a death seeker.
A death?
One who dies to go seeking. And in seeking brings death. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to all mothers. The heart beats, the mind thinks. Rost went after the Outlanders, but he gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. Yes. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. By law, he should... But One of the hunters broke taboo, and
Who was she?
a brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very outlanders that Rost pursued.
So...
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed, wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land. He never expected nor asked, leaving us, the matriarch.
Why couldn't you just...
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. By law. He should have been driven back.
You made him an out...
Yes. We offered to do so.
After all he did, all he suffered.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live. He resolved to spend the rest...
But then you found me.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised, and so we turned... I knew that he would take care of you.
You took a man who'd lost his daughter.
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the... And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you...
All right, Tirsa, that's quite... It's time for me to... And for telling me Rost's...
I wish I could have done more.
As am I. No need to sell...
Oh. Thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay. I get...
Just as our mother struck down the Metal King,
my
her
life
will cleanse
has
the land
been
of
long,
corruption.
but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A
The
blessing,
anointed.
not a curse. We were so unsure.
Have you seen?
I know your quest is dangerous, Aloy,
I pity any machine that
but
stands
All
against
Mother
it.
will protect you.
I don't think it works that way, Jezza.
She went into All Mother Mountain and was
Anointed.
I told you, Lansra, I'm not...
I'm sorry,
You still don't.
Forgive me.
Off your knees, Lansra. Start living on your...
Aloy.
Good. Now why don't you try keeping your mouth closed?
The goddess protects, Aloy.
Aloy, how did you do that? You entered the heart of the mountain. It seems you have a special role to play in events. The goddess
In all
favors
my
you.
years, I have never seen anything like
She can do anything.
Aloy?
Tirsa,
Oh,
what
I will...
I should be...
May the goddess...
Did their worst. By the will of the goddess.
All Mother has blessed your journey.
But by the will of the goddess,
I see.
could not
It
be.
is no
Aloy,
wonder that you
we'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring...
Arana,
Your father is right.
thank you, Aid. I will make sure.
Dad.
Just as All Mother struck down
Aloy.
Say that you'll...
Of course.
Complicated. But...
No. But please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that.
I'll be on...
I always knew...
Neither are you, Varl.
Perhaps.
There. The tribe I served is gone.
The Nora have lost... But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
Curse the goddess, and curse...
I think you're onto something, Resh.
There.
The goddess protects Aloy.
Aloy,
You saw what happened.
actually,
the murderers.
I always knew you were
Don't start calling me the anointed.
I heard what you said, Aloy.
You can leave the... You've already done more than...
All due respect, Aloy. But if the war's not over, I heard what you said about Meridian.
Just as
I'll see you at...
struck down the Metal King, her anointed will cleanse the land of corruption.
The matriarchs have never declared an anointed before. You're the first.
own eyes.
Find help.
Easy now.
Hackard. Find help for Pitchcliff.
Not if I have any... They saw us.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side. Oh boy. Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
No space. No, it's not getting any warmer out here. I'd have to ditch something.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Another message from the past. Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was my...
Looks like you...
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair her must come at... Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less...
But...
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to... By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the...
I thought you might actually be here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Mind your footing.
That's my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Glad that's over. Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Lord. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. With the last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp.
Evacuation happens so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Saidy zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... well... he died alone, and I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha... if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations. Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but... its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
is this?
This is Charles Rodson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. Really. It's alright. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt. You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobeck. There's only one. I miss you.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.